Hi, welcome to Soul Connection. I'm your host, Jo Labbé. I am coming to you from the beautiful hills of Western Massachusetts, and we are in the middle of a wintry, blustery day. Soul Connection is all about connecting you with your soul and having your soul guide you on your spiritual path to healing. So I am here simply to facilitate the healing that will occur for you and everyone else this evening. So as we do this show, we begin with a healing clearing meditation. And at the end, I will draw cards for you that contain messages. And at the end, if you would like a card drawn for you, all you have to do is say, yes, please. So let's see who's in the house right now. So welcome, Lindsay. Lindsay is one of my first year students. How are you doing? Say hi to Chris for me if he is here with you as well. And if not, that's okay. I'm sure she's snowed in the way we are. And it's been a fun day. It looked like we were going to miss all of the snow. It kind of was a little bit sad actually earlier, and now it's just blustery like anything. So we are back in it. Oh, here's my guy, Rob. What'd you know, Polly Joe? Always glad to have you make me smile and laugh at the beginning of any show. Glad you could join us this evening. And Margaret, hi. I don't know if I told you this last time, but I really love the picture, the holiday picture. Yes, Rob, he has to go to Lodge tonight, and he's going to listen in the archives, and he wondered if he could get a reading. So I'll make sure you get a reading at the end, Rob, and enjoy your meeting. I hope you get there safely. So here at Star Nations, we really are all about helping you along your spiritual path. And as we do that, it's all about connecting people with the teachers that they are meant to learn from and receive inspiration from. Hi, Ellen. Welcome to the show. And in doing that, we each have a different gift and we all share them in a different way. So I'm really thankful to Star Nations for giving us the platform to share our gift the way we are meant to. And you can help us share that by liking and sharing this post, so that way it can reach other people. And oh, nice. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Rob said, a continuation of last week's reading. I made the decision to go for it. Thank you. So that was great. And Margaret said, yes, I did. It was fun taking it. It looks like it. I'm all about the holidays and fun family moments. And I believe that, as we connect with our spiritual family, our soul family, as well as our traditional family, we kind of come together and we're here to learn from each other and with each other. And so having those moments, sometimes frozen in time, can be just an amazing thing. And this evening, with all the snow here in Massachusetts, it does have a wintry feel, even though spring is fast approaching. Hello, Karen. Glad to see you. Karen is also one of the students at my school. The healing that I do is channeled through me. It is divine energy, and I am guided to help you as we go through the healing process. I will be saying things to help you let go of energy you may be holding on to. It changes slightly every time. And each week you will go deeper and deeper into your own healing process, because we all have more and more things to let go of in this lifetime and in all the future lifetimes we may have held. So make sure that you get yourself nice and comfortable. And when we start the meditation, you want to make sure that your legs and your arms are uncrossed. And for those of you who haven't participated in one of my healing meditations before, remember that I am going to make some noises, some clearing noises, and those are ways of releasing the energy for you, for me, and for anybody who is listening now or in the future now. Because as part of the process, the healing comes through the vibration of my voice and it radiates through. So whenever you listen to it, you will have a healing. And so we are getting on tap. Yes, Ellen, she said she can feel the energy already. It has been building for a little bit. I had a big surge about an hour ago. So I'm grateful that you can already feel it. Hi, Neshi. Welcome to the show. Glad you could make it. Neshi is the head of Star Nations Radio, and she is the woman behind the scenes. She creates the platform for those of us to share our gifts, and all of us here at Star Nations are thankful for all the work that she does for us, not only on the radio show network, but also with the Star Nations magazine, which I am very thankful, again, to be a monthly contributing writer. So if you haven't had an opportunity to read that yet, there is some amazing information in there, and it's really not like a magazine. It's much more like a resource guide. So if you're looking for all things spiritual, that is your place to go to. So I encourage you guys to take a deep breath. Hi, Michelle. Glad to see you and your smiling face. So take a couple of deep breaths and really try to get yourself comfortable. If you are sitting, again, you want your arms and your legs uncrossed. If you are sitting on the floor, oh, hi, Maureen. She said I was looking glam. Yes. It's one of those days where we have been having difficulty with our wells, so you grab whatever you can. And so dressing up today was definitely the thing. So get yourself nice and comfortable. Know that I'm going to make some clearing noises as we go. If you have an intention, if you have something that you would like the divine to help you work on healing, you are welcome to set that. You know, some people have physical things, emotional things, or you have your energy stuck in moving forward on your business or your job or your finances. You are welcome to ask the divine energy as we are doing the healing to help you move through that, because they are just here to help you expand your soul the way it is meant to.
Yeah.
So we're going to begin by creating a sacred space around each of us. We're calling in the divine energy, however you may perceive that, whether it is God, Goddess, Creator, Spirit, Divine, or all that is.
Yeah.
We call in the energy to surround and protect us in a bubble of love and light. Infinite love and infinite light.
Yeah.
And as with all healing work that I do, that I facilitate, we set the intention that the healing is for the good of all and harm to none, including ourselves.
Yeah.
We invite in our angels, our guides, our ancestors, the ascended masters, our teachers who help us walk our spiritual path, to come in and be present as we do this healing.
Yeah.
And allow us to connect with the divine messages that are meant specifically for us.
Yeah.
And to assist us in the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual healing that will take place this evening.
Yeah.
So invite the divine energy in. You may feel it above your head as heat, as pressure, as tingling, as cold, or you may just sense the presence. And you may feel nothing at all, and that is fine as well.
Yeah.
And just gently set the invitation for the divine to work with you and through you this evening.
Yeah.
And we allow the energy to begin to come in through the top of the head, clearing away any distracted thoughts, ideas, beliefs, or patterns that we may have.
Yeah.
Any worry or anxiety that may be swirling there.
Yeah.
And we call our energy home, back within our physical body, so that the whole of us may receive this healing in this present moment of now.
Yeah.
And we begin to clear the energy around our eyes, in our third eye,
Yeah.
in the middle of our forehead,
Yeah.
bringing our five senses and our intuition into balance.
Yeah.
Shifting our perception so that we may see and receive the messages that are coming through for us. We can enter a state of awareness
Yeah.
of the healing that will take place for us and through us.
Yeah.
And clearing the pathways in the ears so that we may hear the messages from our angels and our guides and our ancestors, but so we may also hear others as they speak. Hear their intention, hear their hidden meaning behind the words that they may use.
Yeah.
And opening the passageway also allows others to hear us clearly, succinctly, speaking our authentic truth.
Yeah.
And moving the energy down in through the throat and the back of the neck, releasing any tension and stress that may be squeezing our ability to speak in our truth.
Yeah.
Or may be blocking us from being our true self and expressing who we are.
Yeah.
Opening the pathways of creativity and self-expression.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then really releasing the energy on the top of the shoulders, all of that burden weight. The way we carry the weight of others and our responsibilities so heavily upon the shoulders.
Yeah.
Take off the cloak of responsibility just for this one moment so that you can simply breathe into the fullness of the self that you are.
Yeah.
Releasing all the obligations that others have placed upon you.
Yeah.
Or that you've unknowingly placed on others who were not ready to receive them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And allowing the energy to begin to move into your lungs, filling you with the divine breath of life.
Yeah.
And as the lungs begin to fill, the oxygen then begins to move through your bloodstream, through all the veins and capillaries, and
Yeah.
to all the organs, into the tissues.
Yeah.
Allowing the divine breath to fill every soul, cell within your body.
Yeah. Yeah.
And moving into the heart and the beautiful 4 chambers that it contains.
Yeah.
Clearing away the sadness and the grief and the disappointment that may be stuck in the corners of the chambers,
Yeah.
impacting the flow and the valves that are within you.
Yeah.
Clearing and expanding the arteries
Yeah.
to receive the fullness of the divine flow as felt within your bloodstream.
Yeah.
And moving into the upper right chamber of your heart, clearing away anything that you are holding there, and giving space for your inner child to come in and be healed as well.
Yeah.
Releasing any wounds or trauma that your inner child may be holding on to for you.
Yeah.
Yes, Danielle, I am burping. I don't know what lens means, but I am releasing the energy of that is built up within all of our systems. Allowing it to release up to the ancestors to be carried away and transmuted into beautiful, healing, loving energy.
Yeah.
So really allowing your inner child to feel held and supported and nurtured in this moment by you.
Yeah.
Releasing any fear or anxiety that it may hold on to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as you move down into the lower right chamber, releasing all of the obligations that your inner adult has been holding on to, all of the responsibilities. So in this moment, your adult can just breathe freely.
Yeah.
Knowing in this moment it is also taken care of.
Yeah.
And moving into the lower left chamber of the heart, clearing the energy around our inner warrior. For our inner warrior is here to help us take action on our spiritual mission.
Yeah.
And calling in the peaceful warrior that resides within.
Yeah.
Allowing it to enter a state of readiness, but with no need to be hyper vigilant. It can be alert, but not anxious.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And now moving into the upper left chamber of the heart, we clear and make room for our inner sage, the elder that lies within us, for us to connect with them, giving them space, for our sage carries the wisdom of all the lifetimes we have ever had. All the lessons, all the knowledge is there waiting for us.
Yeah.
If we are simply ready to hear the messages as they come through.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also imagining that within the heart is our personal holy grail, the cup of life that sits within us. And allow that cup to be filled
Yeah.
so that in any moment when we feel disconnected, we feel alone, we can sip from the cup of life and know that we are eternally connected,
Yeah.
supported, and loved.
Yeah.
And allow the energy to begin to move into the lower, right below the rib cage, into the solar plexus, into all of the upper organs, around the third chakra,
Yeah.
which holds our divine light. It holds our personal sun.
Yeah.
And releasing all the anger and frustration, resentment, judgment, fear that we may be holding onto in this space.
Yeah.
Even ancient fear attached to old events and old trauma from a much earlier time in this lifetime or even lifetimes prior.
Yeah.
And releasing any bully energy that we may have encountered or that we may have responded with to others at one point or another.
Yeah.
Filling those compartments with love and compassion.
Yeah.
So that we may respond from our heart center and not from our fear and ego place.
Yeah.
Really just allowing ourselves to feel at one and at peace with our physical self
Yeah.
in this moment.
Yeah.
And moving into the lower belly, into the intestines, into our reproductive parts, all of the places where creation energy is born.
Yeah.
It holds the water within that ebbs and flows with the cycles of the moon and the stars and the sun.
Yeah.
It holds the places where we feel and emote all of our emotions, allowing them all to be felt fully, for none are right or wrong. They are all necessary instruments for us to gauge our life and our circumstances.
Yeah.
They're indicators. Ways for us to pay attention, nudges from the divine.
Yeah.
Really let go of any relationships that no longer serve you, or at least serve you in the way that they are being held in this moment.
Yeah.
So imagining these strands that connect you to other people, and some of them are light and some of them are dark, does not mean they are bad. It just means that you have fallen into negative patterns with another. Just in allowing those darker strands to release.
Yeah.
Does not mean you will no longer have a relationship with someone. You just can choose to let go all of the toxins that you may have created together.
Yeah.
This includes your relationships with food and alcohol, drugs and money, technology, sex, anything that may cause an addictive, impulsive behavior.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then allowing the energy to move into the hips and into the tailbone and begin to work through to your first chakra, which is the foundation of your physical and spiritual life. So clearing away any energy of scarcity, any energy of lack, any energy of instability that you may be holding onto in your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And really granting yourself space to have a stable, secure life, surrounded and protected by the divine energy. And as it moves down your legs, really allowing you to walk your spiritual and your physical path completely in balance.
Yeah.
In the yin and the yang. And allowing that energy to begin to move down through your feet into the earth. And you can either imagine a giant cord extending from your tailbone all the way down through the ground, through the floor, through the foundation of the building you may be in, through the layers of the earth, or you can imagine giant roots taking hold beneath your feet. And as they go deeper, they spread farther, like a giant sequoia or redwood tree with this intricate system. And as they spread out and deeper, they go farther and farther into the earth, connecting all the way past ancient rocks and dinosaur bones and ancient civilizations, all the way to the very, very center of the earth. And allow your root energy to surround the molten lava center, the heartbeat of the Earth Mother herself.
Yeah.
And now we call her energy up our root system to nourish us, to fill us, to fill in any spaces where we have released energy in our body.
Yeah.
Allowing those pockets to heal and become full, feel full once more.
Yeah.
And just allowing the divine energy to balance out and just really fill in up the legs and up the knees.
Yeah.
And you may sense it as a honey or a golden color,
Yeah.
just a little deeper than the divine energy that came from above. And as our legs get filled, fill the entire pelvic floor so that your whole base, your whole foundation is held by the divine feminine, however you perceive that.
Yeah.
Filling the spaces of creation. Reminding us that we are the creator of our own lives, of our own story.
Yeah.
And I have the power to change it in every breath. And calling the energy into the belly, filling the entire space with self-esteem and self-worth and self-confidence.
Yeah.
Allowing your inner flame to shine brightly as it is meant.
Yeah.
For we are each here to be a beacon of light for others who are in a dark place.
Yeah.
And calling the energy up into the lungs and into the heart. Filling you with compassion and forgiveness.
Yeah.
And expanding your sense of self-love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Filling the inner child, the inner warrior, the inner sage, and the inner adult with loving support and kindness.
Yeah. Yeah.
And allowing your spine to fill with the energy of support from the divine in all forms.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And we have a pocket of energy clearing
Yeah.
in the left breast area. And invite the group to call in the divine energy to help clear the toxins that are located there
Yeah.
for whoever it is for,
Yeah.
now or in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And moving the energy up into the throat, to the shoulders, and down the arms and into the hands.
Yeah.
So that all things that you touch will be filled with the healing energy that you've connected with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clearing and filling the area to speak your authentic truth from your integrity and your honesty,
Yeah.
and inviting others around you to do the same.
Yeah.
And filling those places a perception so that you can feel and experience all of your emotions and all of your sensations as well as your intuition.
Yeah.
So you can use even more of your beautiful brain to interpret the messages that you receive,
Yeah.
allowing the energy to go out through the crown and allow it to move down the body like a giant fountain. And in so doing, it fills and repairs the auric layers one at a time, in front of us, behind us, above us, below us, and on either side of us, so that our personal bubble and our immune system are filled with this loving, healing energy.
Yeah.
Repairing the physical layer and the emotional layer,
Yeah.
the mental layer and the spiritual layer. The layer of harmony, the layer of divine connection,
Yeah.
and that layer of infinite love and infinite light that allows us to connect to karma and our past lives as well.
Yeah.
And from this full space, taking a moment to send healing to all those in needs, those who have prayed for healing, those who have asked for healing. Once again, reminding the energy that it is for the good of all and harm to none. And if it is not in someone's best interest to receive healing, may it please go to someone in need.
Yeah.
And now taking a moment to focus the healing energy down to the Earth Mother.
Yeah.
Sharing love and gratitude for all that she does for us to lovingly hold us, protect us, nurture us, feed us.
Yeah.
And if there are any other places within your body where you feel tightness or pain, you may ask the divine energy to go to that spot, to dissolve any energy that may be housed there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Allow any extra energy that you do not need to flow down back into Mother Earth, or hand it up to the angels above.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you may begin to gently dissolve your meditation. Feeling the weight of your body, feeling the bones, your connection to this space and this time. You may stretch or yawn if you want.
Yeah.
You may make a clearing noise if is needed. Welcome back. So this evening, at the end of every meditation, I pull cards from a particular deck, and I try to use the same deck for an entire month so that those of you who listen repeatedly, you will get into the rhythm of the deck. So we are in a new month. We are in March, and so I've switched over to Sonia Choquette's deck that's called the Fool's Wisdom. And it doesn't mean you're a fool. In the Tarot deck, the Fool is the beginning card. It is the beginning of a spiritual journey. So this is all about you and your spiritual journey. The cards are related to what you may be having difficulty with in your spiritual journey at this moment. We all have ways where we block energy or we sabotage ourselves. And so if you would like a card, all you have to do is say, yes, please. And some of you have already started. So I'm going to actually start with Rob because he asked for a card before we even left. So Rob, you got I'm just going to see if I can see this more clearly. There we go. It's called the Hope Fool. And this is all about being hopeful. Hope is a situation where when we trust in the divine and we believe that good things can happen, they will. And it is calling on you to really put your trust in the divine and the way the divine is coming to you. And allow yourself to fill up with that. Some people feel that hope pushes something away, it puts it too far in the future. But this card is all about filling up with that sense of wonderment that the divine will provide for you, and that you can go into expectation that that which you are working on or that which you ask for will be brought to you. So this is definitely one where you can, take it to the bank, fill yourself with hope, because that's what the divine is anchoring itself with you. So Ellen, let's see what your card is, sweetheart. Oh, love it. So your card is the Crazy Fool. This one is about getting in touch with what you want. And so what happens is in our life, we can make ourselves crazy. We can spin out. and everything seems chaotic. And what this is saying is get really clear on what you need. Really hone in on the way you want to create or manifest in your life. With my students, I often explain to them, create, when you're trying to bring something into your life, when you're trying to manifest, make a detailed list of everything that you want and really hone it down to the top 3, and get really clear, like you're creating an ad for the universe to fill. If you want a new job, you want to say what hours you want to work, how much you want to get paid, how far it is from your house, how big of a place is it that you'll be working for, everything that you can imagine, and you create it like an ad. So really get clear on what you need, and then the universe can provide. But if you're spinning around in sort of crazy energy, we all do that. We get kind of distracted and chaotic. And when that happens, the universe steps back and waits for you to get clear. So it's just inviting you to stop the spinning energy and really focus on what you need, and it will be there in a flash for you. So I encourage you to do that. I love to brain dump those ideas down, and then from that place, I can get really clear and really concise. And if it doesn't happen right away, then go back to the list and see where you maybe weren't clear, because it will show up really quickly for you. All right, dear. Taylor. Hi, Taylor. Taylor is another one of my students at Trinity School of Mystical Energy Healing. You got the Sentimental Fool. So right now, it's saying, make life happen. When we hide and we become a hermit, we wait for life to happen to us. It's almost like we're a victim of our life. And instead, it's time to take action and start to make life happen for you. And it's part of your whole spiritual path. And it is part of what your soul is going through now. Create what you want. Create what is best for you. And, we can't do that if we're just sitting there and not taking action. So take action and really step forward and do that. And for those of you who are waiting, make sure that if you want a card read for you, to say yes, please, because that's my key to pull a card for you. And in terms of the sentimental, sometimes we sit in the what ifs and the past, and we get nostalgic over the past, and we don't really focus on what's going on right now. So take the time and really begin to create your life, because you are the creator of your own story, and you know that. But we all need a little help once in a while. All right, Margaret. Let's see what your card is. This is the Master Fool. So the Master Fool is kind of like being masterful in your life. This is all about, the great masters all use their intuition to guide them. They listen clearly to the messages, they call in the divine, and they become masters because they listen to that information first and foremost. And so it is reminding you to be a master in your own life and to really connect to your own divine messages. Really pay attention to the messages that are coming in for you. And that will allow you to begin to master your own life and your own mission in your soul purpose. So I love that card for you, because that is really, he's even got a diploma. So it's like graduate school. So listen to that and really step into your mastery, because you are so ready for it. Maureen. Hi, Maureen. Maureen is one of my teaching assistants for my second years. She's quite a masterful teacher and healer as well. And this one makes perfect sense for you, sweetness. This is the Care Fool, which is time to take good care of yourself. And you know this better than anyone, but right now, your soul and your body need to heal. And the only way for you to heal properly is for you to take care of you. No one else is going to do it. We all can stand there and support you, but you are the one who needs to take care of you. And then the other message I'm hearing really loud and clear is you need some energy healing, sweetness. So either reach out to me or to one of the other TAs, because we've all got your back and you need to fill up your cup. So let us be here for you. And, you have a spiritual team at hand. So allow us to help you, take care of you, and you take time for what you need to do for you. Okay? All right. I'm wagging my finger at you. Lindsay. Lindsay's a first-year student as well. Oh, nice. So this is the joyful. So think about joyful. It's time for you to play and enjoy yourself. And creating play in everything that you do. So creating play and joy in your work, creating joy and play in your relationships, creating joy and play in your everyday. You have a lot of inner child, and who gets cranky when the weather is bad, and who gets cranky when they don't get to see their friends and play. So you need to bring play into your work, and you need to bring play into your relationships. So think about, it is time to fill up every aspect of your life with joy and wonderment, because that is where the magic comes from, sweetheart. And you know that, but it's always good to have a reminder. All right, Karen. She is a second-year student. So you got the thankful card. And this is a card all about gratitude. Lots of times the universe provides for us in a number of ways, and we get used to that. And if we don't take a moment of gratitude each time, then the universe doesn't necessarily understand our appreciation. And so then the energy backs off. So think of, I like when this card comes up, I like to think about creating a grateful list, 10 things every day that you're grateful for. You can obviously make a list longer than that, but sometimes even when we have a bad day, you can be grateful for the yummy food that you had at breakfast or lunch, and you could be thankful for, you having good internet connection this evening, and all sorts of things. So really start getting on the gratitude list. I would suggest adding that to your writing pages that we do, because that might be a way for you to really call in some even higher gratitude energy, which again expands your ability to manifest and create in your life. Marilyn. Nice. You got the Soul Fool. And the Soul Fool is teaching you to pay attention to what you feel. Do what feels right. If something feels off, it is. Really trust your intuition to tell you your soul path. So feel within you what is best. Feel within you what is right for you. Lots of times we go on automatic pilot. We say yes to things that we don't really mean yes, or we say no to things that we don't mean no. Really take moments to check in your physical body and feel in your soul whether it feels good or is right for you. Often when it is right for you, your soul is going to let out a breath, or your muscles will actually relax, especially in the belly area. Most of us squeeze the belly tight. And if it's right for us, it relaxes. And if it's not right for us, we contract. We squeeze in the belly and we get a tightness. Or you might have it in the chest or the throat. But when it is right, there is a release, and it's the breath comes in deeper. So notice whether you feel the divine breath or not. And if you don't, then it may not be right for you. You can always say maybe, and give yourself time to read your feelings, but that's what's on top for you. So make sure you check in with that. And Mary Ellen. Nice. This is the help fool. So this is the one that says, ask for help. You know, we often get into too much stress and overwhelm and anxious because we end up with too much on our plate. And we think we have to do it all, or we're the only one who can do it right. Let go of that. Let go of the rightness. Let go of the energy of, you know, it has to be perfect. You deserve room to breathe. So ask for help. And, you know, it can be friends, it can be family, it can be picking up the phone and calling someone who's a professional to come and help you, or to help you through a situation. We had a situation where, you know, with all the water and rain that has been happening, we've been having trouble with our well. And my husband is not very good at asking for help, though he's getting much, much better. And after, you know, a very short period of time, he realized it was really out of his realm, and he called and asked for help. And that may sound like a little tiny thing, but for him, it was monumental. Normally, we would have gone through days and days and days before he would have asked for help. And to be able to go through a very short period of time, just a couple hours, he was able to ask for help. So I encourage you to do the same thing. We get a little stubborn, and, you know, we want to seem independent. Now is not the time. You know, ask for help when you need it and expect help. You know, the universe will provide it if we're very clear that we truly want help. It will show up in spades, okay? So make sure you do that, sweetie. All right. So I'm just checking to see if I missed anybody. Nice. So it looks like I hit everybody. Oh, Carol. Carol is somebody who listens to it in the archives. So I'm going to give her one as well. Hers is the Force Fool. So that card is that don't try to force things and make them happen. The true force comes from spirit. When we try to make things happen, we end up pushing it away. So ask the divine to help you create that energy, really move through it. And yeah, like, I guess the next piece that I'm getting is that, you know, sometimes we're treading water and we're just barely keeping our head above water, and we're just really pushing and using our will. And this is not a time for that. This is the time to take a deep breath and allow yourself to float along the water and let the divine guide you and show you the way. So really take time to give spirit all of the attention and all of the power. And just, if I missed anybody, you know, just take a quick chance to type in yes, please. And if you're watching this after, you can still put yes, please into the comments, because I will check this broadcast for a few days. If you enjoyed Soul Connection, please like and share it so that we can get the word out and we can get the healing out to those in need. And thank you to all of you for helping me on my spiritual mission, helping to heal the healers, because that is my job and that is what I'm here to do, because we need all of the healers out there doing their job. And thank you for joining me this evening. And I hope to see you next week, either Tuesday afternoon on Chakra Sessions, where we learn a bit about the energy and have a meditation, or next week right here at Soul Connection, and where we have an evening of healing and messages. And with that, I say good night and have a great rest of your week. Bye, guys.